cut?
This is a big day for Granbury.
That's right. Thursday, November 3rd was a big day for the Granbury Regional Airport. That's when it opened the new 5,200-foot runway, making this 3,600-foot runway a taxiway for planes and hangars. The new runway was a long time in the making.
This is super exciting. For 13 and a half years, I worked for TxDOT Aviation Division, and for 13 and a half years, this project was in the making. Something was going on. And I've got to give it to the city of Granbury. Your resolve to set a goal, have a vision, set the goal, and see it through is to be commended. So to all of you, it's...
You know, this has been the successful culmination of the local community, the airport management, the consultant communities, the contractors, TxDOT, and it really makes you feel good when we see a completion of a long-term project like this that has so much value to the community come to fruition.
And I'm glad that baton didn't drop. And Pat, thank you for taking this thing across the finish line, because that's what it took.
I keep listening. I hear about Pat, and I hear about the council that was here, certainly Nen, but nobody has really mentioned Mr. Chris Kaufman. I think you do.
No matter who shared in the love that day, one theme was prevalent. The new airstrip is the runway to huge economic development to both the city and surrounding areas. Or, as City Manager Chris Kaufman described it,
what the city and the state has done with this project is like planting a wheat crop. Now we're going to water it, and we're going to watch it produce a harvest for our community.
And it's going to increase the tourism. It's going to bring more people to Granbury, but it's also going to bring some businesses out here.
I have another company out of Oklahoma City that called me on the phone a few days ago and said, you know those 14 hangars we talked to you about? Yes, sir. We don't want to do that. Which, for a second there, was a big letdown. He said, we want to build 20. From a committed standpoint, not contractual, but committed standpoint, we've got about 70+% of the future. People are already here wanting to negotiate those opportunities.
20 years ago, this facility was called just an airport. It was just an airport for aviation enthusiasts. Today, it has grown into a vital part of our city's economic growth potential for the future. It is now commonly known throughout North Texas and Oklahoma as the best little airport in Texas.
so now the city of Granbury has a runway of 5,200 feet. By the way, there's just over 5,200 feet in a mile. So considering the enormous economic impact this airstrip will have on the city, let's just call it the Golden Mile. For the city of Granbury, I'm Chuck Licata.